you may have seen that many times customers want to know why their measured performance doesn't match the speed that was advertised. Now, assuming that the advertised speeds are within the realm of physical possibility, obeys the laws of physics, and are real achievable speeds and not just clickbait, why is achieving target performance levels so difficult?
Obviously, if we assume one, it's within the physical realms of possibility, and we don't have kind of a marketing clickbait in terms of advertised performance, but that it's actually something that was measured reasonably by a standard, there still can be a number of factors why an actual end customer may not see the same thing that the vendor publishing those advertised levels were able to achieve. Some of them are just common items, the CPU type, amount of memory, disk type and disk speed. There are also latencies, and those are kind of your known issues or some of the common contributors that we like to think about when we say, hey, here's an advertised performance level, and then when you're a customer or end user and you're not seeing those. But then there are some other lesser considered items like the infrastructure and the infrastructure setup, behavior and design of the test harness versus the behavior and design of the actual production workload, right? So a test harness is usually very consistent or can be tuned to be very consistent in the way it approaches the test itself and how you collect the measurements. But, we both know performance workloads can be very different, right? They depend a lot on how that workload is being generated. And so you may be a customer looking at what performance you're receiving and realizing that maybe your workload is a lot different than the benchmark workload that was used to get those ideal levels. And then, of course, tuning and optimizations in a environment can make a huge difference in what's achieved versus what's stated. A lot of times applications, even hardware and other software, they come with defaults that are made for the general public, but there's some tuning and configuration that will be needed in your specific environment to reach those higher levels.